the most surprising thing, I think it would have to be the complete range of specialisms and careers and just fields that are available within medicine as a general. And I think that's really helped maybe given some more direction into maybe what we could do in the future.
So on the first day we had a session with Han Lim, and he is actually currently doing research on arthritis, and so this was really interesting because it is what he is doing, and he said it's sort of his life aims to carry out the study, so it was really interesting.
My favourite parts of the week were the health economics lecture with Raphael and talk about clinical research ethics. I liked these talks a lot because they engage you mentally and they really challenge your scope, especially at A-level where things are kind of set in a syllabus. It was nice to have a free-flowing experience and a nice conversation about these things.
We then went on to trials where we were met with a research nurse, and we learned how to go around and take each other's blood pressures, and the normal blood pressure is 120/80, so we kind of got additional information on that.
So on Wednesday we had a talk in the morning about the ethics of clinical research, which started by learning all about ethics committees and what they look for when they're approving trials or turning them down, and different ethical principles, which are basically putting the patient first and making sure you're not forcing them into anything.
So Thursday was my favourite day. We started off with a talk from Situ. They informed us about how they assess healthcare treatments, making sure they're safe to use and also cost effective. They also involved the patients and public in their research. We also participated in a chocolate study to research whether or not the different types of chocolate had an effect on our memories.
So my favourite part of the week was histopathology, and I thought it was very interesting to see the different type of tumours that can develop and the way that they can drastically change a patient's life, from waking up normal and healthy one day to 6 months later everything being completely different.
So on Friday we had a session on single molecule imagery, which was really interesting as we created our own lipid bilayers, and then we tagged 3 different types of molecules in order to identify them under a microscope by making them fluorescent. This session ended with us viewing the sample under a microscope, which used 4 lasers to send light at different wavelengths towards the sample.
So I really enjoyed the labs. I really liked seeing all the hands-on applications of the theories that we learn about in our lessons, and also how similar, how closely the research relates to what's then put into place in the clinical world.
What I enjoyed about this week was the cardiovascular diseases with Carly, because in A-level biology our syllabus teaches about stem cells, but we don't really get to see them or do anything with them.
So yeah, I think we would definitely recommend this work experience to other students because it provided us with a really wide range of unique experiences. It was very enlightening, and I think it prepared us really well for any future careers that we might want to pursue in the science or medical.